No, everyone loves her. Maybe a little too much.
Why do you say that?
She is beautiful and young. The Mindshakers took notice. And the boys of the village did as well.
What do you think likely happened to her?
She might have been attacked by the Tenlands. But it was early, and they come out mostly at night.
You think it might have been something else?
I hope. Even if it is a strange hope. Perhaps she was taken by the Mindshakers. They were pestering her the other day. They behaved without respect. A boy intervened and chased them off.
But do you think that they might have captured her outside of the village? That merits inspection. Tell me about the Tenlands. About their attacks.
Before, I only very rarely came across the beasts. We knew their nesting grounds and kept clear of them. But now they are everywhere and they attack everyone. They've even been known to come as close as the clearing where we pick berries. Very far from their favorite grounds.
Do you know how to fight them?
No, I am not a fighter. If you want such advice, ask the Master Hunter.
Well, I will go and investigate this clearing. Perhaps they built a nest near there.
It is possible, because before there was never one near there.
Could you tell me anything about the missionaries?
They are monosynaig. They think that they can take anything they desire.
What do you mean?
They came to our beautiful village. They wanted to take away our young people. Many heard their words and left. We never saw them again. But I saw how they treated my sister. I believe that they take the young to serve them. They wanted to take my sister like that, as if she were a tool. And if it were not for the young fisherman.
The one who is also missing?
Yes. He was very brave. I hope they didn't hurt her to avenge their pride.
I'm going to have to go and speak with them. I must leave now. Here is your weapon. It is just like new.
Thank you. You have given it back its purpose. It belonged to my master before me, and you have understood its nature. It may be that you are more on Almanawi than Renaigse, and that you will one day see as we. During my walks, I saw a great Tenlan of clear skin. The others seemed to follow him. I felt that he called them, that he fed them rage, and that his place is not here.
Why didn't you try to kill it?
He is very strong, and the others protect him. I was only able to track him to his lair, a cavern. I placed traps all around it, but all were avoided. He is clever.
You say he doesn't have his place here. What do you mean?
That he was brought here to attract the others and make them rage. By men, the Renaig say. But I cannot prove this. That is why I did not wish to voice these thoughts. I feel it, nothing more.
I must be going. I'm in need of your wisdom again.
I hear you.
I must be going. Good day. My name is Desarde from the congregation. I've been told that someone dear to you has disappeared.
Yes, my little brother. He left to go fishing, like every day, and he did not return.
Your Donegad asked me to help you. Any information you can give me would be very useful.
This is true? I hope your words to be heartfelt. My insides are twisting in fear that my brother is lost.
Can you describe your brother for me?
He is young, rather tall and strong. The girls find him handsome. He is such a nice boy, but he is wild off the tether, and often his curiosity gets him in trouble.
Can you tell me more precisely when he disappeared? Where and under what circumstances?
It was 2 days past. I saw him leave to go fishing, as he was often to do.
And you cannot remember anything out of the ordinary?
No, he was full of joy, full of life. I am so worried about him.
Did your brother have any enemies?
No, I can't think of anyone who would plant strangleweeds in his garden. Perhaps a youthful rivalry. He didn't get along particularly well with the Master Hunter, but it was nothing serious. Perhaps the missionaries. He did get into a fight with them, but they surely wouldn't have taken him.
That could be a lead. Was he close to anyone?
He has been dreamy and more joyful than usual. Those are the signs of someone stricken with love. But he no longer wants to share secrets with me. He told me that he has grown beyond the shadow of his brother. And the birds in his branches are his.
What do you think most likely happened to him?
He could have come face to face with Tenlands. They've become angry of late. But he knew how to avoid them. He might have had a run-in with the Mindshakers as well. He got into a fight with them a while back. Because of a young girl in our village.
You think the missionaries might have sought vengeance?
I don't know. But he might have went to find them in their village. He bears no good feelings towards them.
I will go and see. Maybe they can tell me more. Did your brother know the girl who also disappeared?
Yes. It is because of that girl that he fought with the Mindshakers.
Could she be the source of his happiness of late?
I don't think so. They have been friends since they were little. And she is promised to another.
A promise can be broken. And be the reason your brother has kept it secret.
Perhaps. But what would it matter? He would not have fled with her. Not without saying farewell.
What can you tell us about the Tenlands?
They are beasts that live near water, rivers or coasts. In all our memories, only if you approach their nests do they anger and attack. But lately...
Yes. Katazak told me they attacked the villagers. Could you point in the direction of their nest?
I know where to find one, but there are certainly more. My brother should not have left the village alone. But for a while now, he does not share my fears for him.
Could you tell me about the missionaries?
The Mindshakers. They came here to take us to a marvelous village. They said it was a perfect place, where all is shining in light, and where there is no danger.
Their words seem to have been to your liking.
A place full of peace is a dream. Here we must fight to survive, since the Tenlands have grown angry. And now, their stories of light are difficult to imagine. Seems like a beautiful place, though. But my brother fought with them. They gave trouble to a young girl, one of his friends. He told me that these mind shakers were liars, that they were hurting the more innocent young. I don't really know what to think. If they took them, could you tell them to give them back? There is no fair trade for our children.
The story about the fight compels me to at least go and ask them some questions. I must be leaving. It seems that our two missing youths were together here. No need for a seer to see that there must have been something more than friendship between them.
Do you have any news? Do you know where my sister is?
Not yet, but I have not given up the search. Your sister, by chance, was she fond of a young fisherman who also disappeared?
They have known each other since they were little. Like all the children of the village, they have always been friends.
Only friends?
Yes. He defended her when the mind shakers wanted to take her. But she is promised to another.
The brother of the young fisherman told me that he suspected him to be in love. And there is also the story of a fight.
He defended her because he has heart, and because she is his friend. But she was promised. If the boy had a sweetheart, then it must be another young girl.
Now listen, I really need to know everything that can help me find your sister. Hiding something, anything, will only make me lose time.
I have told you everything that I can. Bring her back to me. Please do this.
Holding on to a secret when a life is in danger is stupid. What could be worse than losing her to death?
Nothing that you could understand, Renaigse.
Forgive me for insisting, but I'm sure that you have left something out. Now listen, I really need to know everything that can help me find your sister. Hiding something, anything, will only make me lose time.
I have told you everything that I can. Bring her back to me. Please do this.
Holding on to a secret when a life is in danger is stupid. What could be worse than losing her to death?
Nothing that you could understand, Renaigse.
I must leave now. One more thing.
Yes?
The Doneigad wishes your departure. You disturb the tranquility of their village.
And you expect us to obey him? Haven't you understood that he is a servant of the island's demons? To leave would be to abandon the simplistic souls of all those that follow him, ceding victory to the demons. No, my child. We will not leave this place until the light shines over every dwelling.
I must go. One more thing.
Yes?
I must go. I need a bit of practice. You're near water. In the place the fisherman's brother mentioned. A nest must be close to here.
Poison on my blade. And let's go!
At dawn. I would be better to come back later. It is dawn. The ideal moment. I must kill the dominant before destroying the nest.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Poison on my blade. And let's go! Watch out! Grenade! Let's see if you can... Poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Let's see if you can ward off this fate. poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
All these bulldogs, they are worth jumping.
Let's see if we can ward off this fate! poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
The hunter told me that I would find a nest in this area.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Only went out at dawn. I would be better to come back later. It is dawn. The ideal moment. I must go for dawn before destroying it.
Poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Can't do that.
poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Grenade! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Watch out! Grenade! Ready to shoot! Fire! Ready to shoot! Fire!
Armor will no longer protect you. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Given the presence of tenlands in this clearing, there must be a nest not far from here.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
is destroyed. The Master Hunter will no doubt be relieved to hear it.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate! poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
Look, there it is.
I must admit, it is awe-inspiring.
The corpses are chained up. These beasts were captive. Could they have died during the sinking?
I don't think so. They don't seem to have drowned. Something bigger slaughtered them with no effort at all.
It looks like an enormous cage. But look,
It's been broken. Is this ringing any bells for anyone else?
the hull was torn apart. And given the way that the wood is broken, it came from the inside. Damn it. What happened here?
There are scratch marks almost everywhere on the wood. But they do not look like the marks a reef would make.
This ship was apparently carrying creatures from the island. The largest one managed to escape and made a hole in the hull as it tried to run away. Just like in Serene, the sailors did not stand a chance.
The Admiral will not be satisfied with our deductions. She will want concrete proof. Let's keep searching. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
All the clues seem to corroborate the captain's journal. This is the same thing that happened at the harbour in Serene. The Guardian who was locked up on board freed itself and ripped apart the hull of the boat to get out.
Yes, and my brothers had no means of saving their lives or the ship, alas. Let's go back and explain this to the Admiral. The captain's journal will serve as proof.
Do you have any news? Do you know where my sister is?
Not yet, but I have not given up the search. Forgive me for insisting. Forgive me for Forgive me for insisting. I must leave now. A basket full of berries and a trap full of fish. All of it scattered and half eaten by beasts. Our two lost souls were here together. They must have been attacked, or they wouldn't have left their takings. Let's search the area. Maybe we can find their trail. But cavern seems to be home to some creatures. Let's be wary. It could very well be the lair of that great tenman the hunter spoke of.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
One is older than the others. Judging from his clothing, he was... The two others are more recent. A man and a woman. No doubt our missing couple. They were dragged here and devoured alive. What a tragic fate. I cannot believe that these missionaries used such a ruse to achieve their goals. 2 youths died because of them.
On my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
Return to the village. Their families need to be informed.
Well, Onolmanawi, have you found my brother?
I found him, but I'm truly sorry. Your brother is dead.
Andevushtire. May the earth welcome him. I felt it. How did it come to pass? He knew every stone on our lands. It couldn't have been an accident.
He had a liaison with a young girl from the village. They would meet in a clearing. They must have forgotten the hour. Night took them by surprise, and a Tenlin crossed their path. I found both of them in the cavern of the beast.
How terrible. Why did he go to see the girl in secrecy? They could have... I must recover his body. To give it up to the earth, as is our custom. Where is it?
With the body of the girl he loved, in a cavern near the clearing. But it is a dangerous place. Other Tenlins might still be roaming there, though I did kill quite a few.
I have a duty owed to my little brother. Thank you, Onolmanawi. I will not forget this.
I must be leaving.
Partir to mad.
Do you have any news? Do you know where my sister is?
Yes. I'm truly very sorry.
Oh no. Nah. Ser Tonsidag, please do not tell me that she is dead.
I found her body in the lair of a great Tenlin, not far from the clearing.
But how could she have been surprised by the beasts? She knew the danger.
She went out to meet the young fisherman. The time must have flown by, into the night. I am so sorry. We found them both dead.
I must bring her body back to carry out the rite.
You should not go alone. I killed as many as I could, but it would be better to be prudent.
I shall follow your counsel, Onolmanawi. 2 deaths are enough. Thank you. Thank you.
I must leave now.
May the beasts answer your calling, Onolmanawi. You are a brave hunter. The village will at last find peace once again.
one more thing.
Yes?
I fought against a great number of Tenlands. One that was quite spectacular. A great white beast. Its mere presence seemed to aggravate the others, attract them and make them aggressive.
A beast sent by the demons, no doubt. But
Stop taking me for a fool. We also found a journal outlining your vicious plan. I have only one piece of advice to give you. Leave, and quickly, or the Mother Cardinal will learn every detail of your manipulations.
we shall be leaving as soon as possible. But let it be known that you are abandoning all of these poor souls to damnation.
Perhaps you should be more concerned about your own soul, sister. People have died by your fault. The nests are destroyed. And with the death of the White Tenlan, the attacks should cease. We were even able to convince the missionaries to leave. Kadazak should be willing to follow us now. Let us go and find him.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! See if you can ward off this straight.
your face that you were victorious.
Indeed. I put the White Tenlin down, who was enraging his kind, and destroyed their nests. The attacks should no longer be troubling you. As for the missionaries, we were able to convince them to leave, but they were not ready to admit their involvement in the attacks that harmed you.
And so they were in some way responsible. I had my suspicions, but I could not see their reasons.
They brought a particularly large beast here that attracted and enraged the others.
This is what provoked the attacks and brought on our despair. These people have blood on their hands.
In the end, we found the missing young ones. Alas, too late. Devoured by wild beasts.
And divorced to your end. You did well on Almanawi. Now they shall be able to find the rest.
Will you accompany me now? My cousin needs your help.
I have packed what is needed. I am ready to journey with you.
This pain, it'll be the death of me. I can't control my body. It's like being a stranger in a marionette set ablaze. Consumed by a smouldering fire. The moment's growing near, isn't it? Am I about to surrender my ghost to the Reaper of Souls? You flutter in just when you're needed, cousin. As always. Who are you? Your hand is cold as ice.
Your cousin is burning.
That is such a relief.
Let me present Katasak Konstantin. He is the greatest healer on the island. He will help you.
Please, stay.
I am here for you, Urnaikse, and I will not leave until I found a way to ease your pain and suffering. Fill your mind with the patience of the ocean. I know not how much time I will need. I've never seen such a sickness. The spirits of your lands must be quite horrendous to cast down such evils upon the peoples that live there.
Thank you. The mage doctor of Thélème put on quite a show of light. Lovely. But it had no remedial effect. I give you my last ounce of hope. Thank you, cousin. I don't want to imagine my plight without your intervention.
mission, whatever you need to be. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to... Have you seen anything to your liking? Thank you for your visit. Welcome. It's such a... Have you seen anything... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
Regarding the mission you entrusted Captain Vasco with.
We have come to give our conclusions.
I'm listening.
We examined the shipwreck and the surrounding area. A creature they carried on board managed to set itself free. An enormous beast. It made a hole in the hull and caused the sinking. We could only find dead bodies.
Alas, I was expecting it. May the sea be their shroud. We shall not forget them. Did you find anything?
The captain's journal tells the tale of the ship from their departure to the sinking.
Thank you, Vasco. It seems that the potions of the Alliance failed us once more. And rest assured, we will never transport another one of those creatures. They are too dangerous for our ships. Our honor is safe, thanks to you. You have proven your loyalty, and you have regained my trust. What you have achieved for us all deserves to be a part of your history, Vasco.
I am most grateful to you, Admiral. But I would like to request something.
A request? Speak, Captain.
As you know, Desarde was seaborn, despite being taken away from us. I know that you have sent me on this assignment so that I would reflect on my own condition. But I believe that you were also hoping I would manage to make the legate want to join us. After proving to be invaluable and respectful of the Novs. Perhaps it's time to officially recognize my companion's birthright.
If Desarde wills it so, I would be glad to add a member to our family.
It would be an honor, Admiral.
Welcome amongst your own people, Desarde. I will send someone to tell the tattooist to receive you both.
Thank you, Admiral.
We've come to receive our tattoos. The Admiral should have informed you.
Indeed. Congratulations to you both. With whom shall I begin?
It'd be better if I went before Desarde. I'm used to it.
Then take a seat, Captain. It shouldn't take long.
Desarde, we are ink siblings now.
It's an honor, Vasco. Captain Reuben?
Aye, the man himself. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
De Sardet, legate of the merchant congregation. And I'm sure you know my companion.
Vasco. Oh, do not worry. The seahorse is in good hands.
I'm sure, Reuben.
What brings you here?
The Admiral asked me to shed light on your little problem of indiscretion in your ranks.
I see. I would be happy to answer any questions you have.
You told the Admiral that you suspect one of your crew members.
Indeed. The young apprentice sailor, Alba. A committed volunteer from Thélème. She only joined us a short time ago. Did you want to know anything else?
The Admiral told me that you were the new captain of the ship we arrived on.
The Seahorse? Yes. It's an excellent ship and a good crew. But you did the crossing. You know it as well as me. Did you want to know anything else?
That'll be all, Captain. Thank you.
What brings you here?
The Admiral asked me to shed light on your little problem of indiscretion in your ranks.
I see. I would be happy to answer any questions you have.
What led you to these suspicions?
Of the girl's behavior. She was very ill then. Suddenly, she became nervous. She isolated herself and did not speak to others. She's a recent recruit, which inevitably raised some doubts about her vocation. Sometimes I saw her hanging around my cabin. My papers were often disturbed. And since we've returned to port, she's almost never on board. Well, you can understand my concern, but you should probably talk to the other members of the crew. They may know something else.
Ultimately, your strong suspicion stems from the fact that she's sea-given.
A recent sea-given. She did not join us as a child. But you know how rare volunteers are, especially from Thélème. Did you want to know anything else?
Do you know what information she may have sent?
I don't know exactly what you know about our navigation methods.
Let's say that magic does not have much to do with it.
I see. Well, of course she knows that too. She saw some of our machines on board, and by searching through my papers, she could get even more sensitive information. Did you want to know anything else?
The Admiral told me that you were the new captain of the ship we arrived on.
The Seahorse? Yes. It's an excellent ship and a good crew. But you did the crossing. You know it as well as me. Did you want to know anything else?
That'll be all, Captain. Thank you.
Hey, happy to see you again. How have things been going for you since your crossing?
Good, thank you. Even if I've quite a list of errands to check off.
Then straight to it. What can I do for you?
How have things been going for you since we landed?
Well, it came as quite a shock to see you grounded, Captain. We truly wondered why.
Alas, the Admiral's decisions are as mysterious as those of the luminous Lauro. Impenetrable.
That's true. But the crossing went so well, didn't it? And since Captain Reuben took the helm for you, well, he's not the talkative type. But then I'm not going to complain. We've been sailing the small rounds of late, keeping busy. We go from port to port around the island. It's peaceful. At least we're in port often. Anything else?
Do you like it on Tivridy?
It's not as nice as our isle, but it's far better than the continent. Here at least we can breathe, without smelling a corpse round every corner. And the coast is beautiful. And you know, the taverns aren't so bad. Anything else?
I'm looking for a Naut. A young woman going by the name of Alba.
I know her. She joined our crew at the same time as our new captain. Did you try the tavern? Don't give me that look there. I've kept from the bottle since that story with Jonas, you know that. No matter. When we're at dock, there's nothing much else to do. It might be that little Alba went there to take a look. Anything else?
I need to go. Farewell.
Smooth sailing.
Captain, delighted to see you again. We've missed you. Your Excellency, it's a pleasure. What could I do for you?
We have a few questions to ask you, Flavia.
I'm all yours, Captain.
What have you been up to since we landed?
Nothing worthy of writing home about. Just shuffling merchandise around the Isle from port to port. I prefer the high sea. Anything else?
Are you happy on Tirfridi?
More than on the continent, that's certain. But being on solid ground always makes me feel a little too anchored. Especially after what happened to Jonas. The island is beautiful, the natives rather friendly, but all said and done, it's off the coast where I truly feel at home. Anything else?
Can you tell me anything about Alba?
Oh, I don't know her very well. She only joined our crew recently. But she pulls her weight. You can't hold that against her. You might say she shows a little too much zeal even, at times. That being said, ever since we got here, I found her a little distraught. You could even say nervous.
Would you know where I could find her?
No. I wouldn't. Where's she missed roll call? Well, I hope she didn't do something stupid. These committed volunteers, we never know if we can trust them. Anything else?
I need to be off. Perhaps we'll meet later.
Farewell, then.
Your Excellency, I am so pleased to see you again.
The pleasure is shared.
Captain!
Good day, Jonas.
What can I do for you?
How have things been since you made it back?
Very good. Everyone's been looking out for me extra careful, like. I do miss my parents, from time to time. But I don't miss the warehouse, or the mercenaries. My real family is on the waves. Thanks for helping me to return to them. Anything else, Your Excellency?
What have you been up to since we made it to Tirfridi?
I'm still just a cabin boy. But I have high hopes to be promoted to seaman for our next crossing. Since our captain changed, we've been doing nothing but coasting and small trade. But that won't last. Anything else, Your Excellency?
I would like you to tell me anything you can about a member of your crew. Alba.
She joined our party recently, but I like her already. She works hard and is full of courage. You know, she is one of those rare Nauts that joined of her own volition, and she did everything she could to become one of our own. Until we arrived here, she suddenly became distraught and frightened. It brought back memories.
Do you know where I could find her? I'd like to ask her some questions.
No, I've not seen her for a while. Maybe at the tavern? She was playing cards there from time to time. Anything else, Your Excellency?
I'm afraid I need to be going. Watch out for yourself.
None of this helps us. They all told us pretty much the same thing. She changed her behavior when she arrived here. Perhaps this is a sign, or perhaps not.
We were told that she was sometimes at the tavern. We should take a look there.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see. Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Oh, it's a great pleasure. Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
This time, you
Well,
are going
if these
too
drunkards
far.
have one of their rows,
I will not let you
they'll end
say
up in a
one
fight.
more word.
That's it. You can shout all you want, but I'm right, you old drunkard.
Not at all. I played that hand honestly. You're so drunk. You see double, that's all.
Are you kidding me? I saw that second king. Not only are you cheating, but you cheat badly.
You call me a cheater again, and I'll make you eat your words. That king must have arrived there by chance. This time...
Come on, gentlemen. Please calm down.
Who are you to give us orders?
That's true. You want to see how tough? Oh, you don't know who you're messing with.
I'd prefer not to get involved in drunken quarrels. No good tends to come from it.
You'd better get out of here, unless you want to end up in jail.
Ooh, she thinks we'll allow that to happen.
On guard, sir! On guard!
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Grenade!
Hello, Your Excellency. I hope you're having a pleasant time.
I did not come to be entertained, but to find a young Naut called Alba.
She cannot be downstairs. She wouldn't have enough money to pay the entry fee. You should question the soldier sitting over there instead. He's a seasoned player, and he loves to deprive sailors of their money.
Very well. Goodbye, soldier.
Hey, look at that! The upper crust coming to slum it at the tavern. How may I help you?
We're looking for a young Naut. She's part of Captain Reuben's crew.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. A girl who loses her pay with style. But I don't know where she is. She looked sad last time I saw her. Didn't have her head in the game.
Have you ever heard her talk about secrets or documents she'd like to exchange?
Are you asking me if she's a spy? No idea, she told me nothing. But if that's why you're looking for her, I may have seen things that might interest you. I'm often mistaken for a drunkard, so they pay no attention to me. But I see everything.
Tell me what you saw.
I'd like to tell you all that, but... my throat's a little dry, my friend. Do you want to know anything else?
That'll be all, soldier. Thank you.
Hello, Your Excellency.
Oh, here you are again. More questions?
We're looking for a young Naut. She's part of...
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about, but I don't know where she is.
Have you ever heard her talk about secrets?
Are you asking me? What? If that's what... I'm often mistaken for a
Tell me what you saw.
I'd like to tell you all that, but... my throat's a little dry, my friend. Do you want to know anything else?
That'll be all, soldier. Thank you.
What can I pour for you?
Give me a bottle of your best drink.
There you go. But be careful. She's got a strong bite. What can I pour for you?
I'm looking for a young Naut. She goes by the name of Alba and sails on Captain Rubin's ship.
I wouldn't know who that is. Why don't you go and ask that fellow over there? He often shares a bottle with the sailors. He might remember your Naut. Anything else?
Nothing, thanks. I'm not thirsty just yet.
Oh, here you are again. More questions?
That'll be all, soldier. Thank you.
Oh, here you are again. More questions?
Tell me what you saw. This should quench your thirst. So, what did you see?
Well, returning late at night, I spotted a guy I'd seen before at the tavern. He often spent time with the Nauts, and he was in the street, fiddling with a stone, looking suspicious. So, I took a closer look when he left. I thought he'd stashed money or something, but no. There was a box under the stone, but there was no gold inside, just papers. They were messages, and from the look of the guy, they couldn't be love letters. Now, I don't know how to read, so I couldn't understand what it was about, but maybe those were your secrets?
Where is this hiding place?
Cross the bridge at the exit of the town. On the left, look for the stone. The box is underneath.
Thank you, soldier.
My pleasure, friend. Do you want to know anything else?
That'll be all, soldier. Thank you. This stone must be the one the soldier told us about. Look, it hides a box.
It's a dead drop. It's suspicious, but it doesn't reveal any secrets or who uses it.
Well then, we'll have to catch whoever uses it red-handed.
In that case, let's hide behind these bushes. We'll have a good view from there. Perfect. We have a great view of the box from here.
Well, what shall we do? Shall we wait here?
That's it. Suspect in sight. He's only a messenger. We should follow him.
Well, gentlemen, what are you plotting?
Fool! They followed us!
But I was careful!
I'm the legate of the merchant congregation, and you have been caught plotting treason. So I suggest you talk. What do these messages contain, and what are they about?
You're wasting your time. I won't say a word.
Do you realize that you are suspected of espionage and conspiracy? Don't you think you'd better explain yourself?
Wait! I don't want to end up in jail. It's not about the secrets of the congregation. Let me explain. Some time ago, it was rumored that the secrets of the Naughts were for sale. My country was interested. So I started exchanging messages as you've been doing. The Naught who was willing to give up these secrets demanded a fortune. He also wanted to become a citizen. But we were only at the negotiation stage. For the moment, I have received nothing concrete. Just promises.
Who is the Naught you're talking to?
I've no idea. The messages were signed White Rose. But I doubt it's a real name.
Very well. You seem to be telling the truth.
Alba means white, Desarde, but is a little unsubstantial.
And give me the message in your possession before leaving.
Very well. Here it is. Now, if you'll allow me, I will leave the town.
It's you, Onul Menawi! Come and see! I received beautiful things from our village.
The best fortune's here for a day!
Oh, it's you, Onul Menawi! Come and see! Bertir Tumad, Onul Menawi. I am always happy to see you again. Do you want to see the objects I brought back from Vignamri? always be welcome here. Oh, it's you, Ono Minawi. Come and see.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need.
Ah, Your Excellency. So, what did you discover?
There is indeed a spy among the Nords, but the spy's identity remains to be proven. Take this. I recovered this note, which seems to suggest that your secrets have been offered to several buyers. The Alliance citizen we met did not win the bid.
I knew it. My logbook has just been stolen, and of course Alba is missing. Do we really still need proof?
This book must be found at all costs before Alba sells it. Your Excellency, can we count on you once more?
I would like to help you, but this island is vast. How can I possibly hope to find it?
Alba is from Theleme. She probably took refuge in San Mateus.
This reduces the search area a little. What do you say, Your Excellency?
This is a trail that deserves to be followed. I will keep you updated, Admiral.
Go find Fernando. Do you remember him? He should be able to inform us.
Yes, I remember Fernando. Let's go and see him.
Good day, Desade. How can I help you?
We are looking for a young Naut named Alba, on behalf of the Admiral.
I've heard about her. Several crew members told me that one of our own was looking to leave the island. You should ask them if you want to learn more. They should be near the boarding area. But me? I've not seen her. More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I need.
Your Excellency. Captain Vasco, what fair wind brings you here?
We're looking for a young Nord who arrived from New Serene a short time ago. Her name is Alba.
Yes, I remember her well. The poor child wanted to flee her father, who wanted to take her back to the convent. She asked me when our ship was leaving, and if I thought we could take her on board. I told her she'd better talk to the captain, but we weren't leaving right away in any case. So she left.
You say she was fleeing her father?
Yes, that's what she said. He followed her here to take her back to Thélème. Poor child.
Did she tell you what his name was?
Yes. She told me that if a certain gentleman... Lorenz? That's it, Lorenz. If he was asking after her, I should send him packing.
Surely it was a fake excuse. We're looking for her for espionage and treason.
Really? Yet she seems sincere. Treason? I can't believe it.
If her father is actually here, do you have any idea where we might find him?
Well, at one point I asked her why she was not waiting at the tavern for a ship to leave. She told me she could not go to the tavern, so maybe that's where you'll find him.
I must leave you. Hello. Are you Master Lorenz?
Indeed, my lady. What do you want from me?
My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation, and I have a few questions for you. We're looking for a young Nort called Alba. We were told that you are her father.
Alba. What a stupid name. Her real name is Clara, and yes, she is my daughter, although she chose to deny me.
Have you seen her recently?
Alas, no. Otherwise, I would have brought that little idiot back to Thélème. Why did she have to leave? What madness could make her leave the convent to go to sea?
Your daughter is accused of espionage and treason by the Nauts. Do you think she could be guilty?
Espionage? I can't believe it. But treason? How can it be denied? She rejected her country, her faith, and her family by getting on that ship. But I will soon bring her back on the right path. I hired a sleuth from the Ordo Luminis.
Tell me more about this sleuth.
Some Inquisitors are specialists in hunting criminals, or heretics, or young scatterbrains. That's certainly the case with this Johannes. He will bring her back to me, and she will return to the convent in Thélème.
Do you know where we could find him? Maybe he could help us.
His last message was about a missionary camp where he had followed her near Wench... something or other. I'm sorry, I can't remember those island names.
Thank you, sir.
If you find her, bring her back to me. She will no longer have the chance to betray anyone at the convent. I hope we're done.
I'll leave you, sir.
A missionary camp near an island village that might be called Wench. Could it be Wenchavier, the village of Catassac? We know there were missionaries in the area.
That's it. Let's go.